Hello Cancer, welcome to Light Guided. These are going to be your general monthly messages with a little bit of a new format. I'll be doing soul messages and healing messages for the month of July. And let's see, housekeeping. If you're interested, I also offer distance healing and intuitive coaching, as well as private tarot readings, and that information can be found in the description box below at our website, lightguided.com. If that interests you, please feel free to reach out. We would love to offer you support and guidance during your healing journey. What else? So messages are general. They're not going to resonate for everyone. Take what does resonate and leave the rest behind. And certainly, again, if you're interested in a private reading, please feel free to reach out. And otherwise, if you like the overall style of the channel, you like the overall messages, please like, share, and subscribe. We really appreciate your support. It helps to grow our channel and get more visibility out there for us. So I think with that, my Cancer friends, I'm going to go ahead and jump into your reading. And I'm already getting a sense of the energy as being pretty steady in the month of July for you. It feels positive overall, and again, just very steady. No major ups or downs, just steady as she goes, and that's it feels good. It feels good, Cancer. So with that, let's go ahead and see what more the cards reveal. What other messages Spirit has for you for the month of July. I am seeing love coming in for some of you. There is some of that energy, or romance increasing in a current love situation. So that just came through. Okay. So your overall soul message is let go. This is the overall energy that you're working on in the month of July. And this is that energy of release, that energy of just relaxing into what is. So there's nothing active that you need to do. There's nothing, no decisions that need to be made, no major changes, just a releasing and accepting. So it's just this, it kind of feels like just a place of peace, right? And it wasn't necessarily easy getting to this place, but there's a level of surrender that's happening in the month of July for you. And what's beautiful about this card is as we release, as we let go, as we through acceptance, as we take those steps and shift ourselves internally and emotionally, we're creating space energetically for new things to come in. So that's what the energy feels like to me, that in the month of July, you will be, as you're releasing and accepting, more space is being created for this new thing coming in, possibly in the next month. And of course, we'll have to wait to see in August what's coming in for you. But that's the overall soul energy that's happening in the month of July for you, Cancer. That's a beautiful card. That's a beautiful card. I'll take a look at some overall messages and overall energies for you, and then we'll get into more detail as the reading unfolds. Messages for Cancer for the month of July. Milk and honey, soulmates, and higher power. Wow, that's a beautiful grouping of cards right here. I'll go into each one of these. Milk and honey. This is like the card of arrival. This is the card of the energy that's coming through on this card for me right now is appreciation and gratitude. It's like you're in a place this month where you're able to recognize that no matter what has come before, no matter what you still might need or want, you've come to a place of deep appreciation and gratitude for what you already have. And that is part of this space. When you're in that space of gratitude, in that energy of gratitude, you're opening up the energy for new things to emerge because you're not in a place of resistance. And that's what I'm seeing in this card. For some of you, this may have also been like an unexpectedly something positive happened around work or money where maybe you weren't expecting it, but somehow you got a raise or a promotion or a job that you were going for, and you're just feeling this sense of relief and gratitude. And I want to just say that that energy is so beautiful, and if you can stay in connection with that energy, things will continue to unfold and blossom for you in amazing ways. In amazing ways. Yeah. I'm just still noticing this really feels like an unexpected gift that either has happened or will happen in July. Something you're just not expecting but will come to be, that's going to support you both financially but also emotionally. So you're going to feel much more calm if you're not already having that experience now. And we have the card of soulmates. So for some of you, this is an energy of a deepening love connection. It could be a new connection for some of you. I do feel a very powerful energy around this card. So whether this is someone you know currently or someone coming into your life, the connection there is very powerful. And I feel like for those of you that this message resonates with, I feel like this is going to be your person. This person coming in or that you are in connection with is going to be your person, meaning that you'll probably deepen the commitment. There may be marriage involved here at some point. And, ooh, excuse me. What else am I getting from this? If this is not, for some of you, if this is not a person coming in, this is a deepening connection with the self. This is about really embracing and honoring who you are and allowing that to open you to many other possibilities in life, whether that's partnership or not. Some of you may not be interested in partnership right now. Some of you might be more interested in working on your abundance, working on your own path, and feeling really positive about that. And that leads right into our next card, which is higher power. And the connection there is that some of you are really going inward and really learning how to align your life with your spiritual journey. So your internal and external ways of being in the world are coming into alignment, which is also really beautiful. With that, let's go ahead and look at some other energies here that support these messages, and then we'll get into some more details about what you might expect in the month of July. So clarifying energies for, all right. Any other clarifying energies for Cancer in the month of July? Beautiful. This is pretty confirmation. This is pretty confirmational. Is that a word? These messages, these energies are really confirming what I was feeling here before. Purification is that energy of when we release things that no longer serve us, we gain clarity in our connection with ourselves and connection with spirit. But we gain clarity in other areas of life as well. And that clarity begins to open us up for other beautiful things to come in, other abundance, etc. So here's the abundance card, which we talked about in a couple different ways. And relaxation. This can, for some of you, this could be a need for relaxation. Some of you might need to specifically take some time out to focus on maybe a mini vacation or a nature hike, that kind of thing, as a way of resetting. And also healthy body. Yeah, I feel like for some of this feels like for a very small group of you. Okay, so the overall message here is, in general, do you know how to take care of your body? Do what you need to do to make that happen. So if you're slipping in certain areas, maybe, for example, you already know that drinking coffee every day isn't good for you, but you're drinking coffee every day, this would be a good time to begin altering that pattern. And again, this could be about anything, not about coffee necessarily, but it's about behavior that you already recognize is not that great for you. But you've kind of slipped a little bit. And then for a very small group of you, I feel like there are some more significant health concerns, and you may be feeling unsure about how to move forward. And I would say, follow the advice of your medical provider. In those cases where you have a severe chronic condition, this would be a good month to address those things with your providers. Whatever that means for you. And finally, the energy of forgiveness. I feel like for some of you, this is an energy, it's not cropping up in the main reading, meaning that it's not a current energy that is influencing you, but this feels more like something from the past, where you're either wishing for someone's forgiveness, or you recognize that you're holding on to something either about someone else or about a situation that needs forgiveness. And this feels like something older, something from the past. So while it may not be blocking you or inhibiting you in the current energies, it is a reminder that some healing needs to happen around that. So those are beautiful. Now I'm going to pull some cards around specifics for the month of July for you, Cancer, to see what more you might be able to expect. And I want to start with soulmates. I'm going to get some clarifiers on soulmates. And let's see what more we can learn for you in the month of July around the soulmate energy. What more can we know for Cancer for the month of July on the soulmate energy? There's a very specific message that wants to come out here. Otherwise, usually the cards are flying all over the place. So let's see. I feel like there's a couple more cards here for you. All right. Boy, there's a couple different ways I can take this message or these messages. Yeah, let's start with these three. And again, take what resonates for you. This is not going to resonate for everyone. So these energies are either related to a past situation for you, or they're related to a past situation for the person coming into your life. Very possibly there's a divorce or a separation of some kind. a walking away from the past, and potentially there was a third party situation involved. So there's more to this card here. We'll get into that. I don't know that it was a third party situation, but it feels, okay, here's what I'm getting. So not necessarily that there was another person involved in that situation, but it could have been something like a situation that contributed to this this separation. So somebody who worked too much, somebody who was committed in other areas of their life and not able to put time and energy into a partnership. And so that led to this walking away and ultimate separation or divorce, okay? So that's going to relate to just a few of you. And again, that may be the other person as well, so take it as it resonates. For those of you who have not met this person yet, and again, this could even relate to the person you haven't met yet, but this message, they feel a little separate to me, so it might be that there's a couple different groups of you that this message will resonate for. Okay, so for those of you who have not yet met your person, on the temple path, this is a person who is walking a similar journey as you. You may share a lot of things in common, all the way down to childhood, things that you experienced, ways that you grew up, things in common that are going to be funny, like your parents might have the same name or the same birthday or something like that. So you'll have interesting coincidences, things in common, synchronicities. This is a person that you could walk a long journey with. This could be a person that you're with for a very long time, and as part of your connection with one another, it's going to be about walking on this, I'm going to call it a spiritual path. It could be walking on this spiritual path together, but what I see is it's about companionship, that you're sharing certain things in common, your spiritual beliefs, your work, your values, whatever that is for you. You're sharing certain things in common that are going to bond you and keep you connected with one another moving forward for a long period of time, if not a lifetime. And happy family. So I feel like that's the possible outcome here for some of you, is that if you've been seeking or desiring a mate, a partner that you can create happy family with, I feel like that's a possibility here for you. I also feel like for some of you, again, several messages. For some of you, you have both come from a very happy family, and now you're coming together to expand on that energy of what does it mean to now create our own happy family. For others of you, it's completely opposite. I'm feeling like for others of you, you share in common that you both came from dysfunctional families or difficult families, and now you want to come together and create something beautiful together. A way of healing the past, right? A way of healing what has come before. So that's a beautiful energy. Let's look a little bit more closely at higher power. We get clarifiers on higher power for the month of July for Cancer. What more does Cancer need to know about? Okay. That was pretty insistent. Oh, beautiful. Oh my goodness. Okay, so the partnership coming in for you is divinely inspired. It's divinely written. It's part of your journey, part of your path, meant to be. And it's the beginning of something different for you. If you've been a person who has experienced relationships in the past that were very difficult or not very successful or not very fulfilling, this is the end of that cycle. So this person coming in for you is to help end that cycle. 7th chakra, crown chakra, same idea, higher power. If you have any blocks or resistance around your connection with spirit right now, This is a reminder to be working on that, whatever that means for you, whether you practice a particular religion or whether it's more spiritual, intuitive, but doing some work around this. It could be meditation, it could be a walk in nature, whatever you need to do to connect with source energy to help increase your vibration. Yeah. And then finally, the card of victory. So this, again, is about the situation helping move you into a more victorious place than you have been in the past. This is about calm. I don't know. It's almost like a calm confidence, like you're able to step into this new way of being in relationship and a new way of being in your life that's going to just feel really grounding and what's that word? It's not like when you feel prideful, there's kind of an ego about it, like, oh, I accomplished this thing. But this is more like, of course I accomplished this thing. I was always meant to accomplish this thing, and now it's here, and I can just rest easy knowing that I have accomplished this, that this is now part of my life. So overall, Cancer, I think you're in a really beautiful place energetically. It just feels like a really lovely month for you. And I'm going to pull some additional clarifying cards, any other messages that Spirit has for you. And we'll pull some soul cards as well. Okay? Any other messages, Spirit, that you have for Cancer? I'm hearing some of you want to know more about this milk and honey, so let me look at that really, really quick. What more can we know about milk and honey? What more can we know about milk and honey for the month of July for Cancer? Messages. Thank you. Oh, wow. Goodness. I mean, really. Goodness. So it's similar to what I shared early on when we started the reading. There's something that may have occurred in the past that you've now resolved, that you've now walked away from. Something that caused you some trouble. But again, you made a conscious decision to shift, to make it, to move in a different direction, okay? And what I feel is it took a lot of courage and compassion, whatever that situation was for you. This feels like it's connected to this forgiveness card for me, that one we pulled out earlier. So this is where, whatever the situation was in the past that this may resonate for you around, that's where the forgiveness is needed. But that may have been the end of a relationship. But whatever it was, there was a lot of care given to it. There was a lot of care given to that decision. It was not willy-nilly. And here you are, stepping into the sun, now reaping the reward of making a decision that's more in alignment with your soul, that's more in alignment with where you're going. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. Oh, already a couple messages coming out for you. Spirit, are there any other messages that you have for Cancer? Any other messages that you have for Cancer? All right. Some additional messages Spirit would like you to know about. Self-esteem. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. Embracing and recognizing the beautiful gifts that you have and allowing that to be part of your strength and part of what you bring into the world. Peace. I am a being of love, and I release all negative energy. That's definitely the energy I'm feeling from you in the month of July. And empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. So again, back to that forgiveness piece, having empathy for yourself and others. And finally, I love these soul cards. I'm going to pull a soul message for you. These are kind of little prompters, things for us to think about, and ways of thinking about things. What messages do you have, Spirit, for Cancer in the month of July, please? There's a special message in here for you. Several. There's way too many here. I won't read all of these in detail, but I'm going to share each of these with you. What can I do to make a difference? Because these are going to resonate for some of you in different ways. How can I be more kind to myself and offer more grace in this very moment? Beautiful. Am I ready to let go of this buried shame? So for a small group of you, there may be some area of shame that needs to be worked through, and that could be connected to this forgiveness card. It could also be connected to healthy body. So for those of you that are struggling with health issues, I hope you'll consider what this message is sharing with you. Do I surround myself with people who lift me up? And what is the most limiting belief keeping me from what I want right now? I'm going to read this one in detail. I need to get my glasses on. What story are you telling yourself? When you think about your dreams, what is the first limiting thought that comes to your mind? If you are not living the life you desire, it's because a part of you doesn't believe it's possible. So if there's any other area where you're feeling like you need to open up so that you're not being limited, this is also a good time for that. All right, my dear friends, I'm going to stop there. I hope that these messages have brought you comfort, wisdom, insight, things to consider for the month of July. I send you much love and blessings. Until next time, be well.